Part 17. Camila says to save Treasure Islanders, clean up all of District 6.
I just want to start with Treasure Island. As we have started all things Treasure Island.
Have you?
Yes, we have.
I didn't know.
I just want to let you guys know they are dealing with a lot of political strain. We had our first community listening session, and what an experience. I felt like, I didn't know if I was in working with indigenous people or even working in Central Valley, like it literally right across the way in Treasure Island. That's the tone. We were prepared and we went all through the island to the Shape Center.
Ship Shape,
asking them if we can use their community center. Like every community resident, like every resident should be able to use their community center. And we were denied.
honest.
Now, we weren't denied, as I supported the residents in asking to use the community center. They said they would get back to us, but they got back to the resident and they told the resident no. So in my presence, they acted like they were so supportive of what we were doing, but they backdoored the resident and said no. But let me tell you something about the power of the people. And this particular resident was born and raised in Baby Hunters Point. And her family was displaced from Baby Hunters Point, displaced to the Tenderloin. And from the Tenderloin, they were moved to Treasure Island.
Right.
And so she has fight in her. Some of you guys have witnessed her at the task force meetings. And so she proudly hosted Treasure Island's first community listening session in her home, in her living room. She took the flyers and door knocked and galvanized 8 community residents. You don't want to miss next task force meetings when I share the video footage. I was so inspired. I was just all over the place because I actually got to see her pets and their poor bodies all infected by the soil. I got to learn a little bit more about how they care, how the management cares for Treasure Island, which is they literally just take care of the front space, the space that me and you would go see as we go and drive through Treasure Island. But they forget about these backyards where pets and children mostly reside.
That's right.
And I grew up with dogs my whole life, and to see these 2 poor puppies, their whole half of body is tore up to the what we say to the meat. I want to say, yeah, for the Buddha. And y'all gonna see it. Nothing but flesh. I was so sad for them. And I made a pledge to them that I was gonna fight. So I met, it's so much. So then I met the residents. Boy, I tell you. I met the residents. They were so excited to have someone that could hold their hand through their fights. And they poured their heart out to me. And this is stuff I had no idea. So upon signing their lease, it's in the language of their lease that they cannot hold the Treasure Island management accountable
That's right.
for any
That's right.
environmental impacts.
That's right.
It is in their lease agreement. And I just want to thank my creator because, my little Gen Z self, I came up with a solution quick. I said, well, you know what? You're District 6. We'll say Tenderloin. Well, don't even worry about it. We'll rep Tenderloin and still hold Dorsey accountable.
That's right.
We'll hold him accountable. And we'll just say District 6.
That's right.
What you gonna clean it all up? Clean it all up. We don't gotta be specific.
That's right.
Clean it all up.
That's right.
Tenderloin's nasty, right? It's a shoreline community right on the edge.
Yeah.
Treasure Island is too.
Yeah.
You are part of San Francisco.
Yeah.
94130, District 6. And so that's what we're gonna do.
Oh.
We're gonna group it all together, D10, D6, and not only Shaman and Dorsey, but all the board of supervisors
Yeah.
and the mayor's office accountable.
That's right.
And so I'm looking forward, and they're fired up. They're fired up.
Yeah, they are.
I'm really, really looking forward
Yeah.
to seeing work being done. Now, it's a different battle because they really, really not only are suppressed, but their housing is literally on the line.
Yeah.
Like these people, they literally put the language in their leases.
Yes, indeed.
And you hear it from allies and community partners, and I think I heard it from you, Miss Carol.
Yes, you did.
But to hear it from the residents, I said, we have to figure it out. And we will. I told them, oh, but you got voices, baby, Hunters Point. Don't worry, we always mention Treasure Island. So we have to continue.
That's right.
We have to continue.
Yeah.
Because even though we have problems and issues, we have been blessed. That's why I remind myself of the Big Five. We have been blessed with community voices that stand up for our rights. And we have to be mindful that every community isn't afforded that. And again, I can relate because I was so excited when I finally was able to end my homelessness and got the approval for Alice Griffith. Then when I got there, I realized that they pushed us even closer to the shoreline during sea level rise. And I realized that the D10 supervisor is fighting against us. And I would always, I'd always raise my hand and have to clarify when he blamed the environmental justice movement for pausing the housing development. And I'd be in the tenants association meetings raising my hand saying, no, we just want it cleaned up.
That's all.
Darling environmental protest video continued in part 18. Art Persico, videographer.